Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to share a little bit of my story with you guys, if that's okay. I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, and I grew up in a Christian home. I'm so thankful for the way I was raised. Always knew the love of Jesus from a young age, and I became a Christian when I was in seventh grade. I was 12 years old, and my life forever changed when I experienced the presence of God for the first time, and knew that it wasn't just about religion or going to church, but that Jesus wanted a personal relationship with me, and that's when everything changed. And I think I needed that faith more than ever as I was getting ready to walk into a really hard time of my life those next few years. Me and my family went through a really tragic time in 2017 when we found out that my older brother Jacob had been tragically killed in a car accident at the really young age of 23 years old. My big brother was my best friend and my everything in a person, and losing Jacob was so devastating and so hard for our family. And we began to go through this process of grief of what life was going to look like without Jacob and how we were going to get through it. And the Lord was so present, and he was so kind, and slowly but surely started showing us that he was going to get us through this tragedy and bring us to the other side. And I can say now that he has done that. He has done more than I could have ever dreamed with our story, and has taken something so awful and he has turned it into something more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. And he's now given me a platform to travel the country and to share the gospel with so many people, and to sing on stages all across the country. But I will say one thing that's been really hard about this is the holidays for our family. If you're in here tonight and you've been through something similar, you know how hard it can be to go through a holiday without someone that you love the most. The pain, the devastation, the grief of it all. And so when I was first started to write after my brother passed, I wrote this song as just kind of a reminder that it's okay to not be okay during the holidays, and to give a voice to somebody who's feeling the same thing. So I hope it blesses you. Here we go. This is called Just Because It's Christmas.
Just because it's Christmas doesn't mean your heart don't hurt. And just because it's Christmas doesn't mean there's peace on earth. Joy to all the world can be the hardest time of year, but see the star even here. Bring your wounded heart to the manger. Fall down at the feet of the King. When thrills of hope don't find you, he loves you just the same. And you don't have to be okay. And just because it's Christmas, he's healing for the broken, and he's home for all the lost. He's comfort for the weary, sent from heaven just for us. So you don't have to hide your questions deep within your soul. Emmanuel already knows. Bring your wounded heart to the manger. Fall down at the feet of the King. When thrills of hope don't find you, he loves you just the same. And you don't have to be okay. And just because it's Christmas, oh, come and adore him. Oh, come and adore him. Feel the wonder once again. Oh, come and adore him. Bring your wounded it's Christmas.